What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and welcome into another video. We're gonna be hopping into the Great League remix, and sorry about no video posted lately because, well, GoFest was on and I just played GoFest, didn't really do any battles, kind of took a little hiatus from the Go Battle League, but we're back at it with a Greedent double ground backline. So let's hop into these matchups here and see how the team worked out. Amazingly here, Jellicent into Greedent, they hop into a Gligar. I don't really have a safe route for Gligar as I'm not running Aqua Tail here on my Quagsire, as I kind of wanted a double Mud Boy kind of strategy with Quagsire with Mud Bomb and Gligar with Dig. So that's kind of be the kind of team there. I'm running Mud Bomb on Quagsire because of the Poliwrath matchup. I do want to do some neutral damage here with some Mud Bombs and not get stuck in the Poliwrath with my Quagsire with Aqua Tail. So kind of why I'm doing that. I'm gonna end up shielding this move, I think. Yeah, I do shield up this move as I'm gonna be able to outpace here to my body slam, so I'm gonna farm up just a little bit more so I can maybe potentially get to a Trailblaze against that Jellicent there. Not enough to knock out, but unfortunately we're gonna have to swap into our Gligar here to get the wing attack down. So I'm gonna farm up 7, but they do sneak, which is supposed to be the proper move timing. So I guess they kind of were a turn behind when they brought their Pokemon in. So unfortunately, they do sneak a full hex through. Gonna be able to outpace here to the next move. I have to let this go. No shields are left on the board. So now we come in with the Quagsire. We can take a Surf, no problem, and then I can overfarm just slightly here. Not wanting to take another Surf. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at back-to-back Mud Bombs. This Mud Bomb is for sure gonna knock out the Jellicent here. See you later, Jellicent, and in comes a Registeel. This is perfect because now we're at back-to-back Mud Bombs. Another reason why I like running Mud Bomb and not Aqua Tail here on the Quagsire, because you're gonna see some Registeels in this meta here. Gonna swap out into the Greedent here just to force them to throw some energy, because Greedent is so spammy, especially with Mud Shot. We're gonna be able to do some super effective damage. It's not a lot, but it does start to add up, especially on a Registeel with low health. And we end up taking that game with a Greedent. Love to see it. So hopping into the next matchup here, Greedent into Dedenne. This is a pretty neutral matchup, although Greedent with its spamminess is going to be able to outpace a heck of a lot here. 4 Mud Shots to each body slam, which is absolutely ridiculous. This could be a play rough, but Greedent has some bulk to it, so we're going to be able to no shield that move there. They do end up catching on a Mandibuzz, which is a little bit it's kind of crappy for me, right? Because we could have taken out that Dedenne, or we're kind of super low. So I'm gonna opt to throw 2 body slams, kind of put it into a range where I can go for a Stone Edge and knock this thing out. I know Quagsire does have some bulk to it, being non-shadow, so we're gonna be able to take that Dark Pulse, no problem. Just gonna overfarm here, throwing 4 and then the Stone Edge here. If they want to shield this, that's quite fine by me. We can survive another Dark Pulse, no problem. I don't think I throw up a shield, so I'm gonna let this move go through. It is a Dark Pulse, but we can throw 1 in the move, but then they decide to hop back into their Jellicent. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky play considering that Mandibuzz is still alive and healthy back there. I tried to swap out there, but my opponent, but the move made me throw a Mud Shot. So unfortunately, I do lose all the energy. So I'm now forced to shield a Surf here. Gonna no shield this one because I know it's Surf. I can survive and hopefully I can get this Trailblaze off here. Gonna throw an improper timing. I just wanted to get my move off here, and then I'm gonna hard pivot into my no, wow, okay. They throw energy. They could have definitely farmed down there, but even better for me because now I can hop into my Gligar here. I can overfarm significantly, knowing they just thrown 2 Surfs in a row there. Gonna be able to overfarm by 4, but they decide to hop into the Dedenne. So I think they didn't farm up enough energy for a play rough, so I was kind of hoping that it was just a discharge, which is going to be resisted. They just wanted some chip damage, which allows me to overfarm quite significantly, throwing 4 more wing attacks on the move, because it's about 5 to every discharge. So back in comes the Mandibuzz, I throw a wing attack, and then the move. Aerial Ace, not going to be enough to knock out, but I'm hoping I can knock out with this next Aerial Ace, overfarming just slightly here. Dark Pulse, not enough to one-shot us. Aerial Ace, I'm really hoping this is enough to one-shot. I don't want to take another Snarl damage, which it is. And can we get to another Aerial Ace? Yes, we can, due to our overfarm, maximizing our energy just to the right tad bit of perfection there, and that's going to win us the game. GG's, well played to my opponent there. And now we're going to be hopping into the next matchup there. Timer was going really low on that one, so another Jellicent lead. Greedent loves these leads. They hop into a Ferrothorn, and I am very slow to react here. Honestly, you really want to hop into your Gligar right away. Gligar does not have a terrible matchup here. Power Whip is neutral, Aerial Ace is neutral, but you are significantly gonna outpace to these Aerial Aces before they make it to a Power Whip. And you can either force Shield advantage or Switch advantage. Shadow Gligar is just so oppressive with these wing attacks and aerial aces. Even though aerial ace doesn't do a whole lot of damage, I am forced to shield up there just because I want to preserve switch advantage. Don't really want the Quagsire on the Jellicent, as I do have a lot better of a matchup with the Greedent, so I will double shield, farm all the way down. Now we have some loaded energy coming out of this matchup. Gonna throw 4 wing attacks again, and then the dig is gonna do maximum damage, put about 40% of the Jellicent's health. Very nice countering by my opponent, knowing I'm just 1 away from the aerial ace. Surf is definitely gonna knock us out. We come back in with Greedent, and out comes the Escavalier. I was thinking back, maybe I misplayed this during the body slam, but thinking back, I don't think 1 mud bomb would have been enough to knock out this Escavalier. It is very glassy. We are going to outpace significantly because it's 6-6 to the drill runs, and it's 5-4 to each mud, or 5-4 to mud bombs. So thinking back, if I didn't throw the body slam, then I think we would have been pooched there. They would have survived just a little bit. We would have got a farm down, but then we would have taken a little bit more counter damage that I didn't want to take. And with this Greedent on the Jellicent, it's just a game over from there. So it's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. So I think the body slam was a little bit necessary. I guess I didn't really have to, but it just goes to show you how spammy Greedent is. This team is super spammy. 4-4, 4 to body slams. 5-4 to mud bombs, 5 to each aerial aces. Like, you are going to spam out charge moves left, right, and center here, which is absolutely amazing. Dragonite, a little bit of a difficult lead to deal with, but Greedent is so spammy that I can actually put in a lot of work with its bulk. And they try to catch a move here on the Ferrothorn. Quite fine by me. I'm gonna come in here with the Gligar. I definitely misplayed shielding that move there. I was like, wait a minute, this is not enough for a power whip, but I just instinctively chose to shield, which is definitely not the right call, but I do get the full farm down here. In comes an Empoleon. I'm gonna throw the Trailblaze here just to get some nice damage. They decide to no shield that, which is perfectly fine by me. I'm gonna build back up to the Trailblaze, bait like I have going for the Trailblaze, but I just go for the body slam here. Again, gonna shield up this move. I think we could live the Hydro Cannon, but I wasn't testing it just to be sure. And I think we're gonna be able to CMP tie in the next body slam. Trailblaze is gonna get shielded, and with the mud shots adding up, I'm hoping I was putting it into a range where I can come with the Quagsire and mud shot down, but unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to do that as they catch on the Dragonite. Oh, that is... I knew the catch was gonna happen. If I just keep farming there and go for the Stone Edge, we're gonna be able to one-shot this Dragonite and be able to take a Hydro Cannon to the face, but now unfortunately we're just gonna get Dragon Breath down. So really well played by my opponent. I should have known that the catch was gonna happen, but it is what it is. We move on to the next game. Alola Ninetales here with Powder Snow. We are going to be outpacing here. It's 5-4 to each Weather Ball, so it's 4-4 for each Body Slam, and we can take a Weather Ball no problem. They're building up a lot of energy. Excuse me, faking that they're probably going to be throwing the Dazzling Gleam, but if they want to throw it, that's fine by me. I'm gonna... Big Cajon is there, being able to call the Weather Ball. We can even survive another Weather Ball here, no problem. Be able to get to this Body Slam. Body Slam is caught on the Ferrothorn. Not a huge problem, but a lot of energy wasted, unfortunately, for resisted damage. And I can just come in here with Gligar. Gonna be able to no shield the Power Whip. You can survive one, no problem. Gonna throw 4 more wing attacks, and then the Aerial Ace here. Aerial Ace gonna put it into a range where 1 more Aerial Ace should KO, so I can throw 1 and the move just to maximize on energy here. And if they want to shield this, that's quite fine by me. I'll shield back and then completely farm down this Ferrothorn. But their Switch Clock timer is probably coming back up as they did catch the move. Yeah. Back in comes the Alola Ninetales. I'm going to be able to throw this Aerial Ace, take out the Alola Ninetales, come in with the Quagsire, and they hop into a Toxapex. Thank gosh they did not come in with the Ferrothorn, because that would have been big problems. And again, another reason why Mud Bomb is going to be really nice for this Pokemon, doing super effective damage here on this Toxapex. Brine is not a very hard-hitting move, so I can no-shield the first one, over-farm significantly to make sure I have back-to-backs here. Throw 1 at the Toxapex, and then throw the next at the... friggin' Ferrothorn there. So good game, well played to my opponent. A little bit of a core breaker here in the next matchup here. Quagsire, I'm gonna hop into my Quagsire here, and again, this is where Mud Bomb really helps out, as Mud Bomb does about 45% of this Poliwrath's health. So 1 more Mud Bomb is gonna be able to knock out. I'm gonna call that they're just throwing the Icy Wind. Icy Wind definitely getting no shielded, and my game really lagged out there. I didn't really want to throw the Mud Bomb at this Mandibuzz, but we were forced to throw the Mud Bomb, unfortunately, because my game just didn't really want to play out the way I wanted it to play out. So now this Mandibuzz is stuck against my Greedent, as I don't want my Greedent to go against this Poliwrath. Maybe I should have brought the Gligar in, but Shadow counters would have just absolutely shredded this Greedent to pieces, and I didn't want to get my Gligar low enough where it would have gotten countered down by this Poliwrath anyways. So I choose to come with the Greedent here. Gonna no shield the Dark Pulse, throw 4 more body slam, or 4 more mud shots, and the body slam. I should be throwing back-to-back moves here, as I know they have a move ready, but I decided to throw a mud shot, and then I decided to shield. The misplays on my end are just adding up here. If I throw the back-to-back there, I could possibly grab a shield from my opponent and then hop into my Gligar, and then I have a 2 shield advantage versus going into these back end. Now I'm a shield down, doesn't really matter. It's a Alola Ninetales in the back, so hard countered on the lead, hard counter on the back. So there's really nothing I could have done for this matchup here. Double aerial ace, not going to be enough to knock out anyways. With the shield up, that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent, and we're going to be hopping into the next matchup here. Alola Ninetales on the lead. This is exactly where you want to see it. Powder Snow, Alola Ninetales again. Game stuttering like crazy. My gosh, please Niantic, fix your game. Body slam again, gonna be no shielded. Gonna no shield this. If they want to throw the Dazzling Gleam, I'm more than welcoming to take that to the face, but again, they just throw the weather wall, quite fine by me. Gonna throw the next body slam here. Body slam, putting them very, very low. Should be able to make it to another body slam. We can even survive this weather ball, either force a shield or take switch advantage. I'm fine with either or. Body slam, definitely going to be shielded here. They're going to be able to get the farm down, so I do decide to come in here with the Quagsire. Gonna no shield this move. I know it's not enough for the Dazzling Gleam. We can take a weather ball, no problem. Get the full farm down, and I'm expecting a Ferrothorn to come out, so I'm tapping on my Gligar here. Gligar going to be coming in. I am going to shield this move up. They're staying in this matchup here, so I'm thinking they're probably going to be weak to the Gligar in the back, but they're not. They hop into their own Gligar, and I am up like 5 wing attacks here, so I should be able to take this matchup pretty cleanly. Gonna shield up this move here. Oh, I no shield that move like a savage. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, now we have back-to-back aerial aces. I should have shielded that move up, to be honest with you, but I was thinking Power Whip is probably gonna be the hardest hitting move in the game, and I can survive an aerial ace, so I no shield that move. They come back in with a Ferrothorn. Gonna throw 5 wing attacks just because I didn't want to get bully seated down before I got this move off, and then hop into my Quagsire. Quagsire gonna be able to get to this Mud Bomb. Again, another reason why Mud Bomb is very nice, because Aqua Tails resisted, probably wouldn't have been even getting close to KO'd there, but Mud Bomb does a trick with a couple mud shots. Good game, well played to my opponent there. So hopping in the next matchup, Greedent into Mantine. I'm gonna stay in this matchup. I really don't see a reason why to swap out of here. Greedent is just fine here neutrally, especially with an attack boost, so we can take a Water Pulse or an Ice Beam, no problem. Water Pulse can be coming in. It is better damage per energy, Water Pulses, especially with you're getting stabbed, which is same type attack bonus. But now look at my body slams. They're almost doing as much as their Water Pulses. Hoping I can take another one, but they throw an aerial ace, which is beautiful for me, because now I get this next body slam off, and I put this thing into a range where I can possibly get to another body slam. My gosh, they're trying to overfarm as much as they can. They even shield that. I'm gonna come in and snipe with my Gligar before they get the full farm down. Unfortunately, it's a Charm Alola Ninetales back there. Better that it's not Powder Snow, because we're gonna be able to get this Dig off here. Dig is gonna be grabbing the last shield of the game. 2 shield advantage for me. Gonna be a 1 shield advantage now. All I have to do here is throw 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but they decide to hop into their own Gligar, which is a little bit scary, right? Because I don't get the second aerial ace off, which is brutal, and a Stone Edge is not going to be able to knock out this Gligar from this health range. So this is quite fast. I think this is going to be the dig. Yep, I do shield up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I throw just before they get to the aerial ace here, Stone Edge, almost putting him into a range where it's going to knock out. They're gonna go for the aerial ace. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna swap into my Greedent, catching the move. This is gonna win me the game, because now I can overfarm to 4, throw my Mud Bomb, which is gonna be enough to knock out the Gligar at this health range. And thank gosh they did not catch the move. I throw 1 and then the Stone Edge, because I knew my opponent didn't have the move there. So Stone Edge knocking out the Ninetales, left, right, good night. That's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. So hopping into the next matchup, Greedent into Greedent. Again, nothing really special about this matchup. You're just going to be throwing body slams left, right, center. Mud shots are going to be coming in like crazy. I got overfarmed by 1 just in case they wanted to catch the move. So now I'm just gonna keep Keep mud-shotting, throwing body slams. This, we lose CMP tie. I have a really high rank Greedent, so I'm probably going to be losing every single CMP tie I go against another Greedent, so something to watch out for. It doesn't really matter. I kind of almost want to soft lose this matchup here because I can get farm on either Quagsire or Gligar. I'm going to choose Quagsire because Quagsire does have a lot of versatility with the Mud Bomb and Stone Edge, being able to hit just a little bit more Pokemon for either neutral or super effective damage. And now up goes a Jellicent, and I'm really glad I came in with the Quagsire. So throwing 7 and then the move, and then they fully sneak again, which I guess the bring in turn, they lose a turn when they bring it in, which gives them a full hex there, which is unfortunate. We're able to take the Shadow Ball to the face. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge here. It's harder hitting, and yeah, I don't want to put this thing into a range where I can wing attack it down, so I'm gonna no shield the Surf. It's gonna absolutely KO me, and now they have a Gligar. So yeah, okay, I should be double shielding here because they threw all their energy with the Jellicent. I should be shielding this move because I can wing attack down and just be so much healthier coming out of this matchup here, because this is gonna grab a shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And I should have just double shielded. I would have farmed down and we would have won that game. So well played to my opponent. So a little bit of another misplay on my end. A little bit of rusty coming back here from not playing for a couple days, but Venusaur into Greedent. It's a pretty good matchup for Greedent. We can live out Frenzy Plant, and we're probably going to be able to get to almost 3 body slams before no, we'll CMP on the third one to the second Frenzy Plant. So, but 2 body slams put this Venusaur really low. Second Frenzy Plant gonna be coming in. That takes us out. That's quite fine. I'm gonna come with Gligar, get the full farm down, and we'll see what they want to come in with. It's gonna be a Goodra, so I'm gonna over farm significantly. Throw the Aerial Ace bait here. Hopefully grab a shield, which we do, and I'm going straight Aerial Ace here. Just because I just want to get damage off, and I'm hoping I can get both shields and then go for the harder hitting Dig, which is gonna knock out. Gonna shield this move up, and I should be able to outpace to the next one. So let's see here. We lose CMP tie. I didn't know Gligar loses CMP tie, but it might be IV dependent, but I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments down below. Doesn't really matter anyways, because there's an Empoleon back there. Another reason why Mud Bomb is going to be doing absolutely substantial damage. The only reason why I think you want Aqua Tail is for the Gligar matchup and for the mirror, because you outpace 4-4 each Aqua Tail. But that's going to be a 3-2 set here to end the video off. So if you're liking the content, please hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button because it really helps the channel and is greatly appreciated. And we'll see everybody in the next video. Bye-bye.